nothing about radon prior to this whole experience. I found out about it through talking to one of my friends, my work colleagues down in Connecticut. He was explaining to me they're buying a new house right now and, you know, all the paperwork that they have to go through, and they were just waiting for a radon mitigation system to be installed prior to the closing date. I've never even heard of a radon mitigation system before, so I asked him a couple questions, and then I started looking online and just researching, you know, radon. What does it do? How does it get into your house? And the more and more I learned about it, the more scared I became and nervous, because I have 2 open sump pump wells. You know, it's a very large basement, you know, hairline fractures in the floors, which is common, piping, yada, yada, yada. So after that, I decided to buy my own radon measuring device. We placed it downstairs and upstairs, and our readings were extremely high, over the recommended mitigation values for this area. So that brought me to looking online and talking to different radon mitigation companies, and Advanced Basement Systems was the contacts that I made, and Mike came in, explained the whole process to us, talked to us a lot about radon and different ideas, different systems that they could put in here, and we did it. Oh, it was seamless.
It was quick.
Yeah, it was very quick. Once Mike developed the plan, the system, it was, you know, just a matter of time. Joel came in. We had a little bit of a problematic area, so it was more of a custom build to kind of close up our sump pump area, just because we have a water backup system that's quite tall, so you can't just put like a short lid on it. So he was able to design something specific for our situation. Very brilliant guy. Once he did that, the sump pumps were closed. He talked to me through all the concerns that I did have with closing something in where you can't see the activity anymore.
Left us access to it though.
Yep.
Left us easy access to it.
Yep. So now if we need to go in there, there's a large door, we can get in no problem. And then he put on the second one a window so that we could see in. And yeah, then the mitigation unit went in. It's in an area that you don't see it when you're in the basement. You can't hear it.
No, you can't hear it.
It's very quiet, and yeah, very clean, quick, easy and clean.
And I wasn't a believer going into this whole process. This was, you know, not an inexpensive job that was done, and it meant something to her. So I says, you know, do what you need to do to make yourself feel better. I'm not buying it. But after a few days that it was in, and she's saying, have you noticed a difference and this, that, and I says, yeah, I think I am breathing better. And then I started thinking about whether it is the radon itself, the levels that the radon has gone down, or just general gases that can seep up into your house that are being drawn out now. But it's made a huge difference to me, like in the breathing, in the general air quality in the basement and in the upstairs.
Yeah, and I noticed a difference pretty much immediately. The next day when I came home, not only did the radon levels go down from, which was close to 500, and that was in...
It went down to 7.
Yeah, and pretty much downstairs in the basement, it went, like I was getting readings every now and then of 0. Upstairs, very, very minute, but that's just because we have a big cement pad add-on. But the air quality is, to me, day and night. I was taking a puffer daily. I was, for the last, I don't know how many years, I always had this nagging, phlegmy cough constantly. I am a smoker and I do have pets, so I started thinking it was probably just a combination of those two, really irritating my lungs and my sinuses. But it was almost immediate. Right after
the tightness in the lungs when you first wake up in the morning is gone.
Yeah.
You just wake up and it goes away so suddenly that you don't even know that it's not happening anymore. Like a lot of things, I guess.
Yeah.
It's just
But I haven't taken my puffer. I've taken it maybe twice in the last month.
Yeah.
And that's probably just because I was
seasonal.
around animals, or seasonal.
Just the season.
And the air quality just feels so much different, so much better, healthier.
There's a lot going on underneath the house that there's got to be a lot of gases that are not leaching into our house at this point, including probably mold spores and other things that the mitigation system is grabbing up before it has a chance to reach our breathing air and just sending out the side of the house, which...
Yeah.
But anyways,
Yeah,
finish your
'cause
thought. Finish your thought.
I'm a huge believer that under the house, it's a damp space with the crushed rock and the moisture levels. I think that there must have been just mold, general mold living under there, that when you have an open sump pump well and you have nothing taking it out of that space, it accumulates. And I believe that that was a big issue in my health over the last couple of years. And the mitigation system, not only has it taken out the radon, but maybe the mold spores are now no longer able to enter our house and irritate and
Yeah.
cause health issues.
Yeah, and I tell people, I tell my coworkers, I tell people that, you know, just generally I'm speaking to, I says, you know, I don't have stock in the company, but I'm not gaining anything from this. But I really would say, like, if you have a basement, you know, get it checked, and you know, don't say no before you know, don't be like I was, basically. You know, get it checked. If the levels are kind of high, there might be something to it, and because I'm a believer now.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
We would, yeah, I've already recommended it to a lot of people I know and talked to them about the system and the difference in air quality that we've found.